These are called trumpet vines. And you really don't want to plant trumpet vines where they can invade other parts of your garden, because they will grow under the ground and you won't even see the roots growing, and then they'll come up everywhere all around in your garden. But this space right here should be enough to insulate them so that they can't get over there into the flower garden. So yeah, so put one right here and one right here. I'm putting my trash in there as I go, so it's not blowing all over the place. It's a lot easier to take care of if you pick it up as you go along. You can see these trumpet vines. This is flamenco species, but you can see how they've started to grow right in there. But for the most part, they're dormant right now. Let's just put them there, hold them about ground level, and just push the dirt back in the hole. And there you go. It is so easy working in the early spring like this. This is after St. Patrick's Day in March, so it's still pretty cool, but it's an ideal time to plant these dormant plants. Now the other one we're going to plant on the other leg of the swing, right about right there. I pulled that up, but I'm not sure what it is. I've got a lot of plants that I've put out here over the years that attract hummingbirds. You can see though, this is starting to grow too, right in there. So let's just leave it there. If I don't want it, I can always pull it up later on. The creeping Jenny, I'll go ahead and pull it up. Okay. This is, some people call it a garden spade, usually for digging post holes. I really like it though for transplanting plants and just generally out working in the garden, because it's just so easy to dig with. And you can even take a file. This one, you can take a file and sharpen it that way. Makes it a lot easier to dig with in tough ground. And just push like that in hard soil. Makes it a breeze. Probably enough. Where'd I put it?
It's right there.
Oh, we only got one. Okay. Yeah, there has been times where I'll be out planting like little bare root plants, just like a little stick or something is all they look like. And then while I'm digging, lay it down, and then I can't never find it. So these coverings that they're in are biodegradable. So you just put the whole thing in there. Just put it back at the hole at ground level. Here's an earthworm. Earthworms are really, really great in your garden. It's so cold, so he's not moving at all. But earthworms are great in the garden. The best soil you can have is earthworm compost, because of the they break down the soil. That's why they like all these leaves, and composting the soil is the best thing you can do for your garden soil. It's have a lot of organic matter in it. These two trumpet vines I planted early in the spring are both come through. I got them at Gurney's, and you can see this one here. It took a long time getting started, but there it is. And the other one over here, it came up a lot quicker, and it has got a lot more growth on it. It's doing really well. I cut down all the plants around it, and then covered the ground with wood chips. And before I put the wood chips down, I sprinkled a granular fertilizer. And this is that trumpet vine that I planted earlier this year. I think it's going to need to be tied up until it gets started to cover the swing set here. But it's been growing. So I just planted that this year. Here's the other one right here that I planted this year. It's not growing as fast. I just planted them both at the same time. This is Laetris, Kansas Gayflower, I've heard it called. This is Laetris. It'll bloom all the way down here. You can see all the blooms coming on. And this trumpet vine that I got from Gurney's this year is just doing absolutely great. This is flamenco. So I'm going to eventually train it over the top of the swing set here. Trumpet vine I got from Gurney's this year. It's doing great. I got it tied up to the swing here. But the one I planted over here is growing very good. And once it gets started, it'll send up stuff everywhere. And I think this is a volunteer honeysuckle bush that I'm just going to dig out. Here is red dragon sedum that I planted in there many years ago, struggling away amongst the creeping jenny.